Today's show will show you how to take things that people have thrown away and use them as decorative pieces or even functional pieces in your home. Also, have you noticed the price of gasoline lately? We'll show you how one man actually makes his own biofuel. We're starting out by getting our hands dirty. We're going to help you with your garden. Here's a place right here in Houston that a lot of people might not know about where you can get free information on how to grow your garden. Let's find out from Dr. Carol Brower what this place is.
Thank you, Deborah. We really appreciate you coming to see us today. What we do here is the Master Gardener Volunteers, or Volunteers for Texas AgriLife Extension. We're a 100-year-old agency of the United States and of Texas A&M, and our goal is to bring research-based information to the public. And specifically here, we want the gardening public to see what plants do well, find out what kinds of things they can grow in their own garden. We have an open garden day once a month. It's the third Monday of every month at 9 o'clock, and you can come visit us at this location at the Precinct 2 Road Camp and see all the vegetable gardens, fruit trees, orchard, greenhouse, and learn all about how you can grow those things as well.
Thank you very much, Carol. Joining me right now is Sandy Fine, who is a master gardener. He's going to teach us how to compost. Hi there, Sandy.
Hi, Deborah.
What a great name for a master gardener.
Oh, thank you.
All right. So, Sandy, tell us about what it takes to be a master gardener.
Well, we have training through Texas A&M University, about 60 hours in the classroom, and then a lot of volunteer hours.
I'm sorry, was I doing a hook and horn sign? All right. When it comes to composting, there really is a great benefit. We just got through with Earth Day. A great benefit when it comes to freeing up our landfills.
Well, that definitely is one of the things, and also you get rid of your household waste. I take my household waste. Now, here in the garden, we don't have household waste. We have green and brown, but you'll see in this stack here, we've got everything under the sun. We've got these recycled, not recyclable, but containers that things come in where you can just plant the whole container, because this will break down. It's just newsprint. So anything that's organic originally will break down.
Yeah, because usually a lot of the stuff will end up in the landfill. About, what, 700 pounds per family throws that stuff away, which they could be composting it. All right, let's start out with exactly how we start that composting process and how we can integrate it into our gardens.
All right. Here in the garden, if we just left this pile of stuff here, in 5 years it would break down. But that's way too long. So
yeah, plus the neighborhood association might be giving you a call.
So what we do here is we have bins, and in the bin we can layer it, and you layer your green and your brown. Now there are all kinds of formulas, but if you layer it with green and brown and it starts to stink, put more brown in it. And if it doesn't break down, put more green in it. It needs moisture also. If your compost pile gets too dry, nothing's going on in there. You also need to put garden soil, and if you have a little compost, do that, because that's Mother Nature's little microbes eating away on this stuff. So that's basically it. You layer it. We have a chipper, so we can chip it down into smaller pieces, and just like anything, smaller pieces break down. They have more surface area. So green, brown, moisture, and garden soil, so that you get microbes.
Sounds like a little bit of work there, so what's the payoff for us?
Well, over here, this bottom, at the bottom of this pile, it basically is, that is all the stuff that you see over in the other pile. It's just taken about a year for this to break down, but this is basically, it looks like soil, and that's composted vegetable matter, which is high in the nutrients that you need for your garden to make your plants flourish.
And that's critical, because a lot of people will do everything the instructions said to do with their plants. They put it in the right place for the right amount of sunlight and the whole bit, and their gardens don't flourish. Is a lot of that reason because our foundation's not right?
That's right. And this kind of stuff will take your clay soils and help it break down. It'll take sandy soils and it'll help it hold moisture. So you cannot put too much compost in something, no matter what your soil is, whether it's clay down in the coastal plain or up in the north part of Houston, which is sandy. So compost is good. I guess if it was 100% compost, it would have too much nitrogen and plants would go nuts. But basically, you really can't do too much compost.
Yeah, a lot of us, with those couple of freezes we had a lot of dead material laying around. So hopefully we bag those things up or put them in these compost piles. A lot of leaves laying around right now. To avoid raking them up, is it okay just to leave those leaves on the ground and help them to break, or have them watch them break down?
Well, it all depends on where it is. If they're laying too heavy on your grass, if you've got a mulching lawnmower, I'd mow over them because then it helps them break down. In other words, if you start off with a big leaf, it takes a while for it to break down. If you chunk it up into little pieces, like with the mulching lawnmower, it's going to break down faster. But it's good for your soil. It goes back into the soil.
Sandy, thank you very much. I think my brown thumb has gotten a little bit greener.
Thank you very much.
Oh, wait.
There you go, Marty.
Oh, wait a minute. All right, thank you. When we come back, keeping on the theme of reuse, reduce, recycle, if there's something that you're going to toss out at your home, or if you actually think you're too good for dumpster diving.
It actually go to a dumpster. Fine.